On the icy peaks of Mount Fuji stood Tetsu Shiohara, better known as Tedzu. The wind howled, and snow covered the rocky paths. Why did he choose to make this dangerous climb despite all the warnings? What started as an ordinary livestream titled, "Let's Go to My Snowy Mount Fuji," quickly turned into a nightmare that left viewers breathless. This is the story of Tetsu Shiohara. Mount Fuji, located in Japan, is not just a symbol of natural beauty, but also of challenge and danger. The mountain attracts thousands of climbers every year, but the climb requires preparation, respect for nature's unpredictability, and an understanding of weather conditions. For Tetsu, the mountain became the stage for a tragic story that both warns and inspires. Tetsu Shiohara was an adventurer at heart and well known in the world of online streaming. He was always looking for the next challenge and loved taking his viewers to the most remote places. On October 28, 2019, he decided to climb Mount Fuji despite the approaching winter season and the unpredictable conditions. Tetsu was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. He felt an urgency to chase his dreams, take risks, and make the most of life, even if it meant making dangerous decisions. This made his choice to climb Mount Fuji under extreme conditions more understandable and gave his adventure an emotional layer. The conditions on Mount Fuji were far from ideal. The winter season was approaching. Still, Tetsu remained determined. He smiled at his camera, spoke about the beauty of the mountain, and kept climbing, reflecting on why he had taken on this challenge. The serenity of the snowy peaks and the tranquility of nature gave him a sense of freedom that he wanted to share with his viewers. His audience witnessed both his courage and the growing dangers. The higher Tetsu climbed, the more challenging the conditions became. Viewers watched as Tetsu struggled more and more to maintain his balance. His camera captured the cold beauty of the surroundings, the white snow, the gray rocks, the deep abysses beside him. His light clothing, a jacket, gloves, and sneakers, offered little protection against the cold. During the live stream, he admitted he hadn't brought enough layers. "I'm rushing to the peak," he said, panting. He complained about his cold fingers. "I should have brought a hot pack. My fingers are freezing. It's really slippery here," he was heard saying. As he climbed further, the slope got steeper and the climb more challenging. His breathing became heavier and the fatigue was visible. Despite these signs, he kept going, encouraged by his viewers' cheers. Tetsu ignored all the signals and kept going, determined to entertain his audience and face the extreme conditions. The further Tetsu climbed, the more apparent it became that he was in dangerous territory. Without access to the mountain facilities like huts, which were closed due to the off-season, he had no shelter or food, essential equipment for maintaining grip and saving oneself in case of a fall. The wind got stronger and the temperature dropped, but Tetsu pressed on, driven by the urge to entertain his viewers and a sense of having nothing left to lose. The moment everything changed came suddenly. As Tetsu tried to cross a narrow, icy passage, he slipped. "Oh, this place is slippery, getting dangerous," he noted to his viewers. "I'm trying to walk by the rocks. Yes, rocks. It's a steep downhill." Suddenly, he lost his balance and started to fall. "Wait," he cried. "I'm slipping." The camera recorded the panicked moment, the quick movements, his cry of fear, the view of the sky, and the rocks spinning around. The live stream, which was later titled Tedzu's Final Climb, ended abruptly. The tragedy unfolded right in front of his viewers' eyes. His body was found 2 days after his fall, on October 30th. Tetsu was discovered about 2 kilometers from the summit of Mount Fuji, about 800 meters from the Taiyakan mountain hut, located at the 7th station. Due to the severe damage, it took a few more days to positively identify him. For many who followed the live stream, It felt like they were helplessly watching a friend in danger. The sound of falling rocks, Tetsu's scream, and the sudden end of the broadcast left an indelible impression. People wondered if what they had just seen was real, a tragic end to an adventure that never should have ended this way. His family later stated that they had warned him about the dangers of Mount Fuji, especially in the off-season. His passing left a void for everyone who knew him and caused a worldwide shockwave among his followers. The reactions on social media were intense. Some lamented the recklessness of his actions. Others praised his courage. "It's tragic how far people go for a few likes and views," someone wrote on Reddit. Tetsu's passing became an example of the dark side of online fame, where the urge to stand out sometimes leads to disastrous choices. News of Tetsu's fall spread rapidly. Clips of his final moments appeared on platforms like TikTok and Twitter, where they were viewed millions of times, often under titles like "The Last Steps of Tedzu" and "Climber's Final Fall." News sites like Nextshark and Sora News 24 published the articles about the incident, highlighting the dangers of unprepared climbing and the reckless choices Tetsu had made. "Mount Fuji is beautiful, but it can also be unforgiving," said an experienced mountaineer. "It requires not only physical strength, but also respect for nature and thorough preparation." Within days of the incident, Tetsu was posthumously awarded a Darwin Award, a prize given to those who die through particularly reckless behavior. Tetsu's tragedy became a warning for anyone taking on extreme challenges without proper preparations. Mount Fuji, with its majestic peak and treacherous conditions, did not forgive mistakes. Tetsu's story showed how dangerous it can be to prioritize the thrill and fame of social media over personal safety. Experts emphasize the importance of safety during extreme adventures. "The mountains do not forgive mistakes," said an experienced mountain guide. Tetsu's decision to climb Mount Fuji without the right gear had a fatal outcome, and his story should make others think twice. Social media can be a powerful tool for sharing adventures, but it can also be a dangerous motivator for those wanting to push boundaries. Various initiatives have since been started to better educate people about the dangers of unprepared extreme sports. Tetsu's story is not unique. It is part of a larger pattern where people go further and further for the attention of their followers. The desire to entertain viewers can lead people to make dangerous decisions they normally wouldn't consider. Tetsu's final live stream has made many aware of the dangers of unprepared climbing, and now serves as a warning for others to make safer choices. Although Tetsu's decision ended tragically, he left behind a legacy that makes us think about safety and responsibility. Tetsu's story will live on as a reminder of the fine line between chasing dreams and losing one's life. The lessons from this story are clear. Respect nature, prepare well, and do not let fleeting online fame guide you. This story underscores that both individual choices and the influence of platforms play a crucial role in ensuring safety.